Hey guys, what's going on? Let me turn the music down a little bit. There we go. What is up? What is up? What is up? For today, I am gonna be playing some. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of gaming, and then we're gonna play some Ninja Gaiden 4. Actually, no, I just want to show you guys a quick video, and then I'm gonna dive into a game that I want to try, which is Ninja Gaiden 4. Just to see if I can play it, if it's as hard as everybody says it is, because I've heard it's really, really hard. But we'll find out. Before we start with the Ninja Gaiden gameplay, I will, let me see. Okay, good. Controller is charged. Let's watch this video.
Tired of paying 16.
I feel like I've seen this content creator before. What's her name? Switch and click. Okay. Let's see what she has to say. So this video is, I quit every streaming service. Here's what I use now.
Tired of paying $1,600 a year for all my subscriptions. It's getting out of hand.
Ooh, that's a lot of money.
Well, today I'm saying no more. I'm replacing every single one of them. And the secret is, I'm trying to do it for less than $100. You may be wondering, how is that possible? Well, it's all thanks to Microsoft. Since they've finally taken Windows 10 to a very nice farm out in the country, there's a secret reason.
Good Lord. I don't think I've heard somebody use that terminology before. So basically what she's saying is Windows 10 got the old Yeller treatment.
That this is actually crazy. Great news for us. You see, Windows 10 being end of life means no more security updates. No more security updates means most companies need to upgrade to Windows 11. And for a lot of companies, that just means buying completely new computers and throwing their old PCs into a ditch. So there's hordes of perfectly functional Windows 10 computers that are just flooding the market as we speak for a super cheap price. In theory, I could get one of these and transform it into a self-hosted video streaming platform. That's right. Netflix, Hulu, Apple TV, Paramount Plus, who needs them? But that's not all. Spotify is dead to me. iCloud, never heard of him. But seriously, how easy is this process? And am I gonna regret saying no to my streaming subscriptions? And most importantly, should you try this out too? So the first step is actually finding one of these abandoned PCs to begin with. And that is easier said than done. I took to Craigslist first because I am old and that's where people used to sell things like this. Unfortunately,
I would be careful with Craigslist.
The only things anyone is selling on Craigslist anymore are iPhones from 10 years ago and these crazy hoverboard things. I feel like
people are still trying to buy those things?
I haven't seen one since kids were still saying sus. That was like 5 years ago. Next, I headed to Facebook Marketplace and actually found some success there. There were people selling actual work PCs in bulk, but most of them were offering upgrades and add-ons, and I don't know, something about that just made me feel a little bit wary. So I took my search elsewhere. I ended up finding some actual computer wholesalers, and they looked way more legit. They also looked way more expensive. But as I was starting to consider contacting some of these Facebook Marketplace weirdos, I remembered the holy grail of marketplaces, eBay. And wouldn't you know, there are loads of people on eBay selling Windows 10 work PCs for super cheap. I found this one for only $55 with a 7th gen i5 processor and 8 gigs of RAM.
That's not terrible.
Robbing them blind, if it works, that is. You can clearly tell they bought them in bulk from some business or place that was upgrading to Windows 11 and are turning them for a profit. No normal person just has 50 of these Dell Optiplexes laying around. Now I know what you're thinking. eBay gets sort of a bad rap, but the secret sage,
I mean, partially for a good reason. Because there are a lot of scammers on those websites. Granted, there's scammers on every marketplace.
Knowledge Big Amazon doesn't want you to know is that eBay is actually great as a buyer. If you're selling on eBay, it can be a huge pain, but as a buyer, you're given a whole host of guarantees and protections. That means if anything goes wrong, like if your PC smells funky, you can almost always get a refund, no problem. So
That's
even
cool.
with all these assurances, part of me hesitated to press buy now on an eBay listing, but I had to pick up something or else I would never see if this idea could work or not. So with that, I scooped up this Optiplex, and just 5 days later, a box had shown up. I know this looks like a boring work computer, but for our purposes,
Because that's what it's built to be, a very boring work computer. I know, because I work in a company where they have a bunch of these.
this little machine is packing. You've got 6 USB 3 ports, 4 USB 2, a DVD drive, and 3
Not sure you would need this, but okay.
display outs. Okay, sure. I probably won't be connecting this computer to 3 monitors at once, but that disk drive is key. If we're gonna replace Netflix, we're gonna need to rip lots of DVDs. That's right, pirates. This 31-year-old YouTuber still rips movies the old-fashioned way. That means the only disc this Optiplex doesn't have covered out of the box are Blu-rays, and we'll get to those. For now, though, we'll have to fix the one compromise we made with this purchase. The specific Optiplex listing we bought didn't come with a hard drive. Most of these that you buy have everything you need inside already, like Windows 10. So having no hard drive here makes me think this was from an old hospital, which meant they had to shred the drives for privacy reasons. But that's
Obvious.
okay, because I'm a tech YouTuber. Of course I have a spare drive laying around, or 2 or 3 or 4. I have a lot. Now I just have to put it into the computer. I've never used
Why was
one
that
of
censored?
these business computers, so I may be in way
Again, I've used them. They're not terrible for what you get. They're not bad.
over my head. Turns out that I was in fact under my head, since these machines are meant for mass normal people usage. They're dead easy to open, and the process of installing the replacement drive literally took 60 seconds. It's a toolless setup with lots of brackets.
Nice.
Not bad, Dell. You know, hunting for one of these cheap Windows 10 PCs has me clicking around way more than I had planned. My decrepit 31-year-old wrists were suffering, which is why today's sponsor, Delta Hub, sent over the Carpio 2.0. This thing is unlike
I have
any
one of
other
those.
wrist rest I've ever used. Most wrist rests just sit there, menacingly, but the Carpio actually glides with your hands, so your wrist stays in a natural neutral position instead of getting jammed and tightened in one spot. It was designed with physicians to promote better wrist posture during long sessions, which is very appreciated when you've opened a concerning number of eBay tabs trying to figure out which Optiplex is the least cursed. The soft silicone pads on top feel great. The Teflon gliders keep everything smooth, and it's honestly surprising how stable it feels even when I'm jumping between doing jank stuff on my home server. I like how it keeps me from pressing my wrist directly into the edge of the desk, which is a small thing, but after hours of setting this whole project up, I'm noticing a lot less tension at the end of the day. My wrists feel free and lightweight instead of crunchy and stiff. Ew, crunchy wrists. I've had mine for nearly 6 months now, and it's held up really well. I gotta say, it's a seemingly
Same. It's actually surprisingly really good. Like I said, I have one. I'm using mine right now. It's really good.
small upgrade that vastly improves your day-to-day life. You can check
Excuse
out
me.
the Carpio 2.0 using the link below, and conveniently, it's the time of Black Friday stuff, so make sure you grab up to 50% off. Now,
Yep.
all we need is an operating system. Now, if the system that you bought still has a hard drive with Windows 10 on it, you could absolutely just do this whole thing as is. As long as you're okay with no security updates, everything should work flawlessly on Windows. But
Yep.
I do care about stalker subscribers not doxing my gym day. And also, loading Linux means I can make sure the server never goes down just because Windows.
Oh, she's using Linux. Okay. Okay.
And also, loading Linux means I can make sure
Ubuntu.
the server never goes down just because Windows decided it wanted to reboot. For this build, I'm using Ubuntu Desktop, which is popular and well supported enough that if I end up needing help, which, let's be honest, I probably will, I can find help easily. On the other side, there's Ubuntu Server, which is supposed to be more efficient, but it also requires a lot of extra effort. More command lines, more SSH, and yeah,
Oof.
we're just gonna do the desktop version, but another day, I will take on that server. But thankfully, installing Ubuntu couldn't be easier. I was probably done in a good 5 minutes. Between pressing buy on eBay, inserting the SSD, and installing the OS, we have only dedicated 10 minutes of real effort so far. All that hard work is about to pay off too, because it's
Interesting.
time to actually start replacing my subscriptions. This is what our journey has culminated into. Depending on how many you subscribe to, you could easily end up spending around $150 a month on streaming services, which is crazy. Now, I'm one of
Yes,
those people
agreed.
who have only one going at a time, but I know there's people out there who do it all. That's twice as much for 1 month than we paid for this whole computer. There are a few options at our disposal to create our own personal Netflix. There's this thing called MB for ease of use, or Jellyfin if you really want
I've heard of this one. I think I've used it before.
to get into the weeds. But for this build, we're gonna go with the ever popular Plex. I always hear it's super easy to use. Whether or not that's
Plex.
true, we'll have to find out ourselves. But the main selling point here is that Plex also has a built-in music player, which will come in handy later. And since we use a Linux distro as popular as Ubuntu, that means Plex actually has a native Ubuntu installer just ready to go. And sure enough, it just worked. For my first time using Plex, I ran into 0 issues with the initial setup. It walked
Maybe I should look into using this.
me through making an account, setting up a server, configuring settings, and that was it. I did it. Afterwards, though, I had to set up the folders that Plex would look at, and this is where I ran into my first major hurdle. See, I had created a well-organized folder on my desktop to host all my files. One for movies, one for TV, just like the docs say. I do read the docs. Except when I tried to navigate to that folder and add it to the Plex library, it just didn't show up. It
Interesting.
wasn't there. So I asked one of my writers who has a Plex server at home to take a look, and he said he'd never seen anything like that before, so it's probably a Linux thing. So I took to the wonderful world of Googling Linux problems, and as it turns out, it was in fact a Linux issue. So more command line. Because Plex is installed through a Docker, and according to Linux, Docker acts like a separate user, and that user doesn't have full access to all the files and folders that I'm working with. The good news, if nothing else, is that it only took me around 30 minutes of Googling around to find a very specific Reddit thread with the answer, which, if you know Linux, that could have gone way worse. All I had to do was paste in a single prompt, fill in the folder I wanted Plex to have access with, and suddenly the folder showed up in Plex. Hooray!
Nice.
Now we need some actual files to host. Like I mentioned before, this OptiPlex comes with a DVD drive built in, so I absolutely could coast on that the entire project. But I'm a high quality media consumer. I have a 4K TV. I want to play 4K videos. So I wanted to take on the challenge of ripping Blu-rays. One of the nicest things of hosting your own media is that you can watch it uncut.
I feel like I could get in trouble for playing this video, but I'm gonna keep going.
Whenever
If I
you're
get banned, I
watching a
get
show
banned.
or a movie on a streaming service, they
Especially if-
compress it and reduce the video's quality to save on data. But with our files hosted on Plex, we can watch them at original quality. And where's the
Nice.
fun in having that pristine quality if we're only ripping DVDs at 720p? So just as a little treat, I ordered a USB Blu-ray drive. Honestly though, it was on sale for $40, so the total costs are still only about $100. Now it's time for the fun part.
That's crazy.
A field trip to Half Price Books to buy a bunch of movies.
Here we are, at Half Price Books. We're gonna go in and buy some Blu-rays. Let's go. Come with me.
I wonder if the person's gonna judge her for buying a bunch of movies. Because who buys DVDs anymore? Other than people over the age of 50.
So
Who's that guy?
was a lot more expensive than I thought it would be. It's about $5 to $20 per disc, and if I bought everything I wanted to watch, well, that would have been hundreds of dollars. Anyways, now that I've got more discs and I know what to do, it's time to start ripping. Before that though, I should probably mention how ripping things work, because I had to do a lot of research to figure out how to do it right. For CDs, there's no encryption. You just toss the CD in, open the folder, and you just drag it into your PC, and that's it. DVDs get a bit more complicated with some encryption. Basically, any DVD drive will handle ripping them no problem. Blu-rays get a bit trickier. They are authored with loads of complicated encryption. The good news is you can absolutely get your hands on a drive that can decrypt Blu-rays. You just have to be careful to make sure you buy one that supports that. But the bad news is some Blu-rays are just super duper encrypted, and unless you buy ultra specific drives and load custom firmware, you're just out of luck. So I'm hoping I don't find one of those. I suppose we'll have to wait and see if this specific drive bites us in the butt later. My first instinct was to rip them via this program called Handbrake, but then I discovered the whole Blu-ray encryption that doesn't work well with Handbrake, and I skipped to something called Make MKV, which is supposed to handle Blu-rays wonderfully. Does it take a bit of time and effort to rip them one by one? Yes, but this is a one-time deal. After this, I will have these rips forever and ever and ever, even if I stop giving Paramount Plus my money. With a couple of test DVDs out of the way, it was time to get to the scary stuff. Blu-rays. I did a decent chunk of review skimming for this drive, and look at it go. That's right, it handled ripping this Blu-ray no problem. And the next one, and the one after that. I got lucky. For $30, it was a Blu-ray ripping machine. And check this out. Plex picked up the rip files once I put them in the corrected folders, and now I'm watching movies I own on the break room projector. No additional setup necessary. I still have loads of these to rip, but while that was happening in the background, it was time to move on, because we're not just replacing Netflix, we're replacing Spotify and iCloud too. We're saving a lot of money here, folks. Remember the field trip to Half Price Books? Well, I didn't just get DVDs and Blu-rays. I got CDs too, but not just any CDs. You might think I got popular music, maybe even some Taylor Swift CDs, and you'd be wrong. Instead, I opted for something far greater, far more culturally impactful that will truly utilize our break room speakers. I got pop and soul holiday hits. None other than the Squirrel Nut Zippers. And
let me see. You got Boyz II Men, Hanson, Squirrel Nut Zippers, Vanessa Williams, Bryan Adams, Moody Blues, Brian McKnight. I've heard a few Brian McKnight songs.
No, please hold your applause. I already know my music purchasing skills are impeccable. Thankfully, ripping CDs is the easiest thing we will do this entire video. The encryption built into CDs is roughly equitable to keeping inmates contained with a do not leave sign. Pop that bad boy.
That's crazy.
In, drag the files to your computer. And that's all. No software necessary. Now I can listen to Hot Christmas wherever I want. That is one thing I should mention though. So right now, we just have our Plex server set up to be accessible from anywhere in the office. Anything on the same network can access it. But Plex also offers you the ability to set up remote access. So you can access anything on your Plex from anywhere. All it takes is one port forward in your router and you're good to go. With music sorted, that only leaves one more subscription for us, iCloud. And I'm gonna be honest, I like Apple, I like Macs, and I like my iPhone, but
nope, I do not. Fuck Apple. You can quote me. Fuck Apple.
I don't like iCloud. First of all, it's honestly annoying to use. Trying to download a local copy of your iCloud content is so strange. You'd think it was like Linux. Second of all, it's expensive. You're telling me I gotta pay $10 a month if I want more than 200 gigabytes in photos?
That's insane.
And videos, depending on your videos, it can be 1 gig per video. There are a lot of solutions for backing up your photos to a server computer. I mean, you really could just drag all the photos, slap the files on there, and be done with it. But that's even more annoying than trying to download from iCloud. So I searched around, and I have found the ultimate software that could do this job perfectly. Introducing Image. Image is completely free and open source, and it allows you to host your own iCloud. Thankfully, not only do they have a Linux version, but they also have documentation that walks you through the entire process. Unfortunately, the documentation includes command prompts, and I wasn't in the figuring out command.
I mean, I've used command prompts loads of times, so it doesn't scare me.
Prompts
I prefer not to use it, but
the next best thing. I found a 5-minute long YouTube video that showed me exactly how to install Image on Ubuntu desktop. Shout out to Thomas Wild, you saved me a lot of brain power, and for that, I will be forever grateful. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, and I was in business. With the actual hosting software installed, all it took was running through the first time setup, and I was ready to download the phone app and try the bad boy out. This is where many of my life's decisions came crashing in around me, a myriad of forks in the road that all led to this moment. Since I didn't go through the process of setting up a dedicated remote URL for the Image server, the app was asking me for the server IP. Easy enough, it's just the computer's local IP. But how do I get that in Ubuntu? I haven't really used it before. In Windows, you type IP config, but that clearly doesn't work here. So it's back to Google. Eventually, I looked at Image's documentation and noticed that I needed to type out the full address. Maybe that was still it? And still no. This may very well be the end of the road for my subscription slaughtering dreams, stopped by an IP address of all things. Finally, after about 20 straight minutes of farting around in Ubuntu's command prompt, hostname-i just spit out 3 simple IP addresses. The first of which was exactly what I was looking for. Sure enough, I plugged it in and the app was working like a charm. Could this have been avoided if I was on Windows? Yeah. Is it therefore my fault? Yeah. I mean, I don't know enough about Linux. But still, I I was annoyed. But I am glad to report that once the app was actually connected, things just sort of worked. No crazy tuning necessary. I started by poking around in all the settings, things that I could customize, but honestly, settings out of the box were exactly what I was looking for. By default, it's set to sync whenever your phone connects to the Wi-Fi your server is on, but if you set it for remote access, you can have it sync even with your mobile data. I have about 5,000 pictures and videos locally on my phone, which took about an hour total to sync them all. But once it did, look at this. All my photos, all organized. I can even search by person. It can play live photos. It's honestly looking like it might be better than iCloud, to be honest. If there's any one sacrifice that's making this transition hard, it's fighting against the digital age. Nowadays, there are a lot of TV shows that you can't buy physical copies of. The times have changed, and for an all-plex setup, if Netflix decides not to do a physical release of one of their shows, you either have to resub or do some other things. I think it's a worthy sacrifice though, because there's a lot that you can do with an extra $1,500 a year. Now, I definitely went into this video thinking functional PCs being sold for cheap is a good idea, but I think I really underestimated just how capable an old machine and a cheap machine would be. The horsepower and I/O is impressive enough. It's got a bunch of ports, it's got a lot of power, not enough for your main computer, but for a server box, some people host these things on a Raspberry Pi. Now, I could host a lot more than this, so let me know what you want me to do with this thing, because I've got some crazy ideas in the future.
Alrighty. That's actually quite an interesting video. Alright, now, let's play some Ninja Gaiden, shall we? First things first, let me close Discord real quick. So if you do reach out to me on Discord and I don't answer right away, I do apologize. I just closed it on my machine. Let me get my controller. Now let's open up Ninja Gaiden. Wow. Why is it like that? Why is it like that? I was about to say, seriously? That's what we doing? Xbox Game Studios. There we go. Team Ninja. Very nice. Platinum Games Inc. This game saves automatically. Almost every game does that nowadays. Okay. English, voice language, English. Yeah, let's leave that like that. Lock on target. Oops. All right, let's leave all of this for now. If I need to... Why is this at 1080p? Oh, don't tell me you can't do 4K. Ooh, that's okay. That's not the end of the world. Oh, no, you can. There we go. Whoops. Let's leave it at 1440p for now. There you go, full screen. Uh-oh. Where'd you go? There we go. Oh my god. Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop it. Jesus. Yeah, no frame limits. We're not doing frame limits. We will not be held back. What the hell? Don't tell me my game crashed. No, you don't get to crash. You don't get to do that. Yeah, it crashed. Son of a bitch. I can't move. I can't do nothing. That's not a good sign. Ah, boy. All right, give me a sec. Actually, wait a minute. Why does it look like that? Whatever. Give me a sec, guys. I hate when this happens. End task. All right. Let's try that again. Let's try that again.
Bruh.
I swear. These games hate my PCs. Yeah, we know. Leave that alone. Disable that. There we go. That's better. We'll leave it at 1080p for now. Yeah, let's disable that for now. Yeah, let's leave this on the standard difficulty. I think if we need to, we should be able to change that.
Yakumo, come in! Do you copy?
Yeah,
What's your status?
caught a lift. Arrival at target imminent.
Alright. Through mastery of Bloodbind ninjutsu, Yakumo can control the very essence of his weapon at will. He can perform the following attacks using the weapon's base form. Come on. Yeah. Alright. Plus, press right trigger to block enemy attacks. Your guard will break after blocking a series of attacks, leaving you momentarily While holding right trigger, use left stick to dodge. Perfect dodge is triggered by dodging an enemy's attack an instant before it lands, allowing you to avoid all attacks in an invincible state until the dodge is completed. During a perfect dodge, use forward to perform a quick slide and position yourself directly behind the enemy. Nice. Nice. I keep forgetting it's not. Ah, shit. You really thought that was gonna work? Die. Finally. Knockback recovery. After being knocked back by an enemy, press right trigger or A to quickly regain your balance, minimizing your vulnerability and allowing you to get back into action. Nice. Yeah, this game's gonna take some getting used to. That's not a bad thing. Nice. Dismemberment and obliteration. You have a chance to dismember an enemy whenever you attack one. A dismembered enemy will be weakened, but can perform a powerful counterattack in desperation. Press Y against a dismembered enemy to trigger an obliteration, instantly executing them.
Things sound pretty lively over there.
Made enemy contact. It's under control.
Nice. While in base form, execute the ultimate technique by holding Y and release when significantly charged. Upon executing the technique, you will dash toward a nearby enemy, inflicting heavy damage, and become invincible for a short period. While charging the ultimate technique, you will not flinch until you receive a certain amount of damage. Which adds up. Oh my god, that's fucking cool. Oh, this game is so bloody and I love it. Pressing left trigger will cause Yakumo and his weapon to transform through the art of Bloodbind Ninjutsu. This empowered state is called Blood Raven form and allows for devastating attacks that consume the Bloodbind gauge with use. Okay. Woo. That was so cool. Oh, it charges itself back up. I like that. I like that. I love that. Bloodbind Ninjutsu, Blood Raven Form 2. Most enemies cannot block Blood Raven Form attacks. If you hit an enemy with Blood Raven attack while is blocking or performing a defensive action, you will stagger the enemy, leaving it defenseless for a short period. Lapse of time, hitting an enemy with a base form attack, using obliteration on an enemy. Okay, cool. Jesus. Nice. Very nice. Missed. Fucking hell. Doesn't matter, I killed him. I might need to up the brightness on this. Takemin Kata are cursed blades that have been passed down through the Raven clan bloodline. They take the shape of twin katanas in their base form and a singular Tachi blade in Blood Raven form. Press and hold X and Y, X or Y to extend your blade. No, don't get up, don't get up. Damn, I love this one. Power attacks in Blood Raven form. During combat, enemies will occasionally execute power attacks. Enemy power attacks are telegraphed by a red aura while glowing red. An enemy will not flinch and cannot be interrupted by base form attacks. Okay. Blocking a power attack while in base form will cause your guard to break, leaving you vulnerable. While in Blood Raven form, you can block enemy power attacks at the cost of bloodline gauge. A Blood Raven form attack executed against an enemy's power attack will stagger the enemy, dealing heavy damage and leaving it defenseless for a short period. The closer the enemy was to unleashing its power attack, the longer it stayed. Nice. Bitch. And you're fucking dead.
Alright, Yakumo. You know what we're here for. Infiltrate the 4 shrines and break the seals on the Dark Dragon. Expect heavy resistance from the BDO. We're all counting on you, Yakumo.
Got it.
Just got visuals. You should be exiting the tunnel shortly.
Whoa.
Here we are.
Tokyo City. Can't believe how much it's changed.
This is Tokyo? Ninja Gaiden 4.
Watch out! You're being targeted!
Oh shit.
Oh, Yakumo, get out of there!
Enemy spotted! Lay down your weapon! There's no escape!
Fuck. Good lord. Was I not supposed to go this way? There we go. This is a hell of an intro.
Oh no! Looks like you've been cut off!
Sorry about that.
One way out.
Now that is how you start a game.
Long ago, the Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon gods, wreaked havoc across the world. Awakened by the fiends of the underworld, the corrupted dragon fractured the very earth and plunged humanity into chaos.
Oops.
The plot of the fiends was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja, Ryu Hayabusa.
Oh
A
shit.
master ninja with superhuman skills who has eradicated the forces of evil time and time again. Not even the dragon god was able to stand against Ryu Hayabusa, and order was restored to the world once more. However, several years ago, a powerful fiend and a mysterious priestess attempted to resurrect the Dark Dragon. And once again, Ryu took up arms to vanquish this threat.
Interesting.
Yet, despite Ryu's heroic efforts, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, brimming with immeasurable power fueled by the countless lives sacrificed in the summoning ritual. And from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. Blighted miasma flooded Tokyo, rousing the hordes of the underworld and transforming the desolated city into a living hellscape. In an effort to prevent a repeat of this calamity, Ryu worked alongside the Divine Dragon Order, an autonomous military organization that seized control of the city and sealed away the husk of the Dark Dragon. Still infested with blight and vile fiends, the abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
There it is. Several days earlier. While facing a wall, press to leap. Okay. While climbing up to a wall, execute the shadowless footsteps technique by using climb up. You can also utilize the shadowless footsteps technique using to run horizontally. Oops. There we go. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to do that. Yeah, this game is gonna take some getting used to. But no worries. Doesn't make it a bad game. Just means I need to get good. While climbing to a wall, press A repeatedly to execute the flying bird flip technique, kicking yourself up the walls to reach great heights. Nice.
Infiltrate the facility. Commencing mission.
I wonder who he's working
Roger
for.
that. Watch out for DDO patrols along the way.
Time to clear our clan's name for good.
Black and Rain beckons our bloodline's amends. Through the death of his priestess, must the dragon be cleansed.
The fuck is he talking about?
That's our duty foretold in the Raven Clan prophecy
Oh.
Kill the Dark Dragon's priestess and restore peace to the world once more.
Oh, you
No
don't
prophecy will change who we are. We'll continue to fight in the shadows as the Hayabusa clan thrives.
As they say, leave it to the ravens to peck out the trash.
Now, both clans play a vital role in keeping the world safe.
Keep along this path and head towards the confinement area.
Got it.
Nice.
Company.
Uh-oh.
Watchdogs on duty. Keep out of sight.
Fuck. Oh, that didn't work. So much for being undetected.
Bruh.
Screwed that up royally.
Made it into the cave.
There's a gate up ahead. Once you get past it, you'll arrive at the containment cell where the priestess is held. Comms will be cut off beyond that point, so you'll be on your own.
Okay.
Take caution, Yakumo.
Okay. Alright, let me see. Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. That was gross. But worth it. How the hell does he hear me doing that? Or is he just not paying attention? Alright. Let's get behind this guy. Fucking hell. There we go. That was flawless.
Must be another way in.
There's a will, there's a way. Maybe this way? Oops. I fucked that up again. Okay. No. There we go. Very nice.
Made it to the gate. The target area is close by.
Understood. The priestess should be held up ahead. Signal's breaking up. I'll call you back when you're out.
That ought to be fun.
Who does she think she is, bossing us around? She's a prisoner, damn it, not a princess.
Oh, come on. More of these guys? Hey, fellas. Okay, cool. Stay dead.
This should be it.
Was I supposed to? Hey.
Hey there. Come on in.
You're the priestess?
That's me.
Then you die here.
My. Straight to business, I see. That mask. You're a ninja of the Raven Clan. Come to end my life like in your prophecy, I'm guessing?
Dude, do it already. What are you doing?
Blackened rain beckons, our bloodlines immense. Through the death of his priestess, must the dragon be cleansed. You have no idea, do you? What your prophecy really means.
What?
Uh-oh.
Your clan's ancestor, the big bad dark dragon, was slain by a Hayabusa master ninja. But the dark dragon was brought back to life. Only this time, they sealed him away to try and keep him gone for good. Sealed away. But its husk remained intact. Drizzling poison over Tokyo ever since. But you know that already. Don't you? Since ancient times, the Hayabusa and Raven ninja clans have fought to keep peace, with the Hayabusa clan in the spotlight. But your clan, the Raven clan, has always had a secret motive.
To slay our ancestor, the Dark Dragon.
Bingo. Your prophecy says you can cleanse the Dark Dragon through the death of his priestess. But if you kill me now, the seals on the Dark Dragon will remain intact, and this calamity will never end. I mean, I'm kind of the one who sealed off the Dark Dragon in the first place, so...
Wait a minute.
Just think for a sec. The dragon was already killed once, but that didn't stop him from being resurrected.
That's proof right there that you can't just kill him the normal way.
Okay, how do we kill him then?
Get to the point.
The point is, if you want the dragon dead, there's a way you've got to do it. The only way to really vanquish the Dark Dragon is to break the magic seals, complete the resurrection ritual, and purify him.
Purify him?
I'll explain later. More importantly, we should team up. Help me break the seals on the Dark Dragon. Or kill me now, but that'd keep your clan's mission from ever being completed. Your choice.
Okay.
Worst case, if I try to pull anything shady, just cut me down then and there. You have nothing to lose. What do you say?
I mean, does he really? Why do I have the...
Wrong move, and you're dead.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, what's your name, by the way?
Yakumo.
All right, Yakumo. As a token of our new partnership,
What is it?
Just think of it as a good luck charm. But you've got to keep it safe until we kill the Dark Dragon. Promise? Let's get going, shall we? Reviving the Dark Dragon is going to piss off a lot of people. Should be fun.
Oh, God.
Oh, before I forget, my name's Sayori. Put her there, partner. All right, let's get out of here.
Umi, change of plans. I'm helping the priestess escape.
Huh? Oh, what?
I have a bad feeling
No
about
time
this.
to talk. I'll explain once we're out. I'm shutting off comms for now.
You can't just.
And
You could say that.
So, what are they like?
Not your concern.
this feels like a bad idea. But I guess we're gonna find out.
Stop right there.
Oh shit.
On your guard, Yakumo. That man is Kagachi, Grand General of the Divine Dragon Order.
I don't recognize you or your uniform, but if you're here to take Sayori away,
Oh no.
think again.
I knew I was gonna fucking regret this.
Sayori, what are you?
Thank you, and the DDO, for keeping me safe, for everything. But there's just something I need to go take care of. So, no hard feelings.
What the? He just hit him with a flashbang. That actually worked.
Not an abduction, an escape. It's me, Kagachi. We have a problem. Sayori has escaped the facility. Yeah. I'll send you the details. Thanks. I owe you one. Hayabusa.
Wait a minute. Present day.
Yakumo, are you alright?
I'm fine. Proceeding with the mission.
What's
The
up,
first
Tokyo?
shrine is deep in the heart of Tokyo. It's a bit of a ways away, but keep along this path and you'll make it there.
That way.
Don't forget, this area is under the control of the DDO. First thing we need to do is break through their defense network. The network draws power from a trio of pylon structures throughout the city. Take out the pylons and the shrine will be defenseless.
Understood.
Looking forward to seeing you work.
Yep.
The first pylon should be just ahead.
I forgot you had to press it repeatedly. How did I get stuck on a wall? Not this way, this way.
Yakumo, come over here real quick.
Darkness Terminal. A hidden terminal employed by the Raven Clan ninjas disguised as a simple shrine to outsiders of the clan. Accessing a Darknet terminal will allow you to do the following. Purchase items. Access the mission database. Item supply menu allows you to spend the ninja coin you have collected to purchase items. Mission database allows you to accept new job requests sent to the Raven Clan in turn. Okay, cool.
Hope that helps.
Fuck. Alright, we're not gonna do any of these for now. Nice.
Yakumo, how are you doing?
Fine. so far.
Alright.
Listen, I'm not sure if we should trust that priestess just yet.
If we find out she's lying, I'll kill her as we originally planned. Either way, the DDO would still be after us.
You have a point. Oh, almost forgot. Take this. You can use this to heal up in a pinch. Go ahead and try it now.
Life elixir. Minor health restoration. An elixir can enhance the body's self-healing capabilities. Moderately restore health when used. Nice. How does he not get dizzy doing that?
First pylon spotted. Security looks airtight.
I can handle it.
Let's fucking go. They're gonna see me no matter what, so... Blood Essence. Blood Essence orbs have a chance to appear whenever an enemy is defeated and restore your health when collected. Large Blood Essence orbs restore more health than standard Blood Essence orbs, but have a smaller chance to spawn. That's cool.
Reinforcements incoming. Oh, man, they're quick.
With forces this coordinated, it's no surprise that DDO was able to take control of Tokyo.
Uh-oh.
Hostile readings? Negative. Pylon's all yours.
It won't open.
They must have updated their security protocols.
Hang on a sec. Almost got it. And voila!
Nice.
Thanks. Taking out the pylon now.
Wow. So that's not big enough? Cool.
System error. Energy pylon output 30% deficiency.
That way.
So, since when did ninjas become hacking experts?
Ninjas aren't all just blades and info magic, you know?
No thanks. Nice. Is that a raven? Yeah, it's a raven. Hello, friend. Raven mentor Tyran. Interacting with ravens. Bouncer Tokyo will summon Tyran, combat expert of the Raven clan. Technique to allow you to do the following: learn new combat skills, review battle techniques, practice in training room. Combat skills menu less.
Hey, kid.
Tyran, what do you want?
Oh, that's kind of rude.
Always straight to business. I came here to whip your ass into shape. Don't think you can skip out on your training that easily. You still got a lot left to learn. Just cough up the coin and I'll teach you some new tricks. How about...
Sure, why not?
If you want to test it out, now's your chance.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. I think after this, I'm gonna call it.
Show yourself.
That's not how you do it. Why the fuck am I not? Whoops. Nope, not what I wanted to do. There we go. Training complete. I'm probably never gonna. Actually, I can't say I'll never use it, but I'll probably have to force myself to use that.
Need some coaching?
Sure, why not? During combat, enemies will occasionally execute power attacks telegraphed by a red aura.
I can take you.
That's what they all say. Dude, stop.
Your head is mine.
Okay, he's dead. No, don't do that. you stop moving around? That doesn't count? Oh man.
Witness my skill.
Alright, you're getting annoying doing that. That should count. Because I have to do... I wouldn't be talking, big guy. I'm just still getting used to this. Brother, cut it out. Ha! Now I know you're pissed. Ah. All right.
I've waited for this moment.
Wait till my... Sorry, hold on. I gotta get on. Nice. Very cool, very cool. Okay.
I feel sorry for the sucker who crosses you next.
Thanks. Very cool, very cool.
Wait.
What the?
Yakumo? What's wrong?
Something's off.
What the fuck?
So the demons found you already.
Demon?
What the hell happened here?
Destruction caused by the Shrine Demon, protector of the Dark Dragon Shrine. You must know we're here. But we're still far enough from the shrine that the demon's influence shouldn't be too strong yet. Keep moving.
That's the plan. I keep forgetting it's... I keep forgetting it's not circle and B. Alright. Essence of Rebirth. Major health restoration and auto revival. Ooh. That's interesting. Hopefully I won't have to use it. Fuck you. Oh good, he's dead. Wrong button. Dude, I'm gonna be doing that a lot during this playthrough, aren't I? Uh-oh. Nice. New weapon skill unlocked. Nice. Learning weapon skills from weapon screen. You can learn what. Winged blade. See how many of these I can learn. Damn. Oh well. Oh, you can't. Interesting, you can't save.
Hey, Yakumo! Got a present for ya! Found some new work, if you're interested. Darn firewall. Whoa! Hey, Yakumo! You're, still here?
That must be the Caddiswire Raven Gear. Find a solid point to hook onto, and you can use it to swing across great distances.
Raven Gear?
Yes, the cutting-edge technology developed through the Raven Clan's private research. Ninjas are, of course, known for their enhanced mobility, but these tools are specifically engineered to make full utilization of aerodynamic energy to allow for an even greater range of...
Wow, cool. How about you tell me about it some other time?
You two seem to be getting along well.
Indeed. I'm with Sayori, and we are en route to the shrine now. We'll remain concealed as we trail Yakumo, but should the need arise, I'll guard her with my life.
What the fuck? I think he's in love with her. Now, if only he just doesn't turn around. He didn't turn around nice. Fuck. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me.
No threats detected.
Don't come this way, don't come this way, don't come this way. I'm surprised it lets me get away with that.
You might be ready to learn this one.
This might be interesting.
Doesn't hurt to practice.
You're not wrong. Forgetting it's stop doing that. Keep pressing B. Force a habit, I guess. Uh-oh. I can't use that. Wait, that counted? Nice. That did it. All right.
Sure is coming down, huh?
Yeah.
It ain't rain, though. It's blood. From the dark dragon husk that's floating up in the sky. You better hurry up and off that priestess.
Plans changed. I'm working with the priestess now. To revive the dark dragon.
Revive? Now why in the hell would you go and do that?
She told me the real meaning of our prophecy. We can't cleanse the dark dragon without undoing the seals on it first.
And you believed her?
No, not entirely. If it turns out she's lying, I'll end her.
Okay, hotshot. Better be right about this.
All right. I just want to check something real quick before I exit this game. I just want to check something real quick before I do anything else. I want to make sure all what I was doing was for nothing. Bro, he's gone. What do you want from me? Okay, this isn't bad. I can work with this. Oh, I did learn. Okay, cool. Alright, guys. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you for being here, as always. And before we go, let's clear the soundboard.
Bruh.
Nope.
Yep. That's nasty.
What the fuck? But why?
I don't care.
Stop the cap.
Dumbass motherfucker.
Okay.
You going to jail. You going to jail.
I gotta replace that one. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching and have a good night.